Welcome back, College Baseball Central fans. We're back for another preseason preview. Welcome back, fellas. I'm joined today by Noah Darling and Jake McKeever. Well, we're going to get the show started here. So, we rank all the teams here. So, those of you who have not watched one of our preview shows, we start with 13, and we're going to go down all the way to 1 here for the Big 12 since there's 13 teams now. Moving on to number 8. Jake, you get Houston as the Texas guy, our local Texas guy currently, since Alex is out. You are our Texas guru. You've gone and seen Houston play a few times last year in 2023. What do you like about this Houston ball club?
I really like how they kind of mortgaged their entire future to kind of join the Big 12. I mean, they really spent basically the last 5 years, and Tillman Fertitta donated a lot of money for them to get there. So I'm excited to see how this Houston team kind of tackles the Big 12 because baseball is one of their signature sports that they really get good at recruiting. Justin Murray's back for one last ride, and Anthony Tillamero behind the plate is going to provide a familiar face. But I think my favorite thing about watching Houston is how they're going to manage this pitching staff. I mean, they had 3 or 4 guys that would play in the field, come in and pitch an inning, and then go back out in the field. But I think that the Houston slate is one of the toughest in the conference. They play Kansas State, Texas Tech, Texas, TCU, all in back-to-back-to-back weeks, as well as they kind of drew that March BYU trip where it's going to be snowing for them. So I think that they're going to be a scrappy team, that they're not really going to have the talent of some of these teams, but you're going to see their name up against the top of the list, and they'll be in a lot of the series that they play.
That's fair. In our poll, UCF and Houston were very tight for that 8-9 spot where they're going to switch back and forth here. I think that both those clubs will be inconsistent, right? I don't know which one's going to show up and play better in specific weekends, but I think that both those teams are just going to be the inconsistency, and being the first time in this conference is going to be the part that's tough for them. Noah, you got anything to add on this Houston ball club?
Just what we saw last year again with those other teams struggling in the AAC, I don't think is going to translate too well to the Big 12. It felt like Houston had an opportunity to always catch up to even an ECU at certain points, and then at other times they just look like a lost ball club out there. So I think it'll be another tough transition for them. This is a basketball school, very, very good basketball school. Maybe Kelvin Sampson can come over and help out the baseball team.
This is a basketball school, let's be real. Baseball's going to be tough for them this year, but you never know. There's a lot of talent in Texas. They could bring in some dudes. You just never know coming down the stretch here. But this is not the year, I think, that we see Houston break out into this conference here.